Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourself, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra, Days of the Year, and important birth and death anniversaries of 28th January 2026, Wednesday. Bengali date 14 Magh 1432. As per Binimad of Punjika, today's Tithi is Shukla Dasami and up to 141 hours and after that Shukla Ekadashi. Today's Nakshatra is Kritika Nakshatra and up to 0742 hours and after that Rohini Nakshatra. Today is 28th day of the year. There are then 337 days left in 2026. Today is 4th Wednesday of 2026. Today is Data Privacy Day. Data Privacy Day, observed annually on 28th January, highlights the importance of protecting personal data and respecting privacy in an increasingly digital world. It aims to raise awareness among individuals, organizations, and governments about responsible data collection, secure handling of information, and the rights of users over their personal data. With the rapid growth of digital banking, e-commerce, social media, and online services, Data Privacy Day encourages stronger cybersecurity practices, ethical use of data, and informed decision making to build trust and safeguard privacy in the digital age. Today is International Lego Day. Celebrated International Lego Day, celebrated on 28th January, marks the anniversary of the patenting of the Lego brick in 1958 and celebrates the joy of creativity, imagination, and learning through play. The day highlights how Lego has inspired generations of children and adults alike to build, experiment, and solve problems while developing skills such as creativity, teamwork, and critical thinking. International Lego Day encourages people of all ages to rediscover the fun of building, innovation, and storytelling through these iconic interlocking bricks. Today is National Blueberry Pancake Day. National Blueberry Pancake Day, observed on 28th January, celebrates the delicious combination of fluffy pancakes topped with nutritious antioxidant-rich blueberries. The day highlights blueberries as a healthy superfood while encouraging people to enjoy a classic breakfast beverage that blends taste with nutrition. National Blueberry Pancake Day is a perfect excuse to savor homemade or restaurant-style pancakes. Experiment with new recipes and appreciate the simple joy of comfort food shared with family and friends. Today is National Kaju Day. National Kaju Day, celebrated on 28th January, honors the fun quirky kaju, one of the simplest and most playful musical instruments. The day commemorates the patent of the kaju in the United States in 1583 and encourages people of all ages to enjoy music without the need for formal training. National Kaju Day highlights the joy of creativity, laughter, and participation in music, reminding everyone that making music can be easy, inclusive, and delightfully fun. Today is International Reducing CO2 Emissions Day. International Reducing CO2 Emissions Day is observed on 28th January to raise awareness about the urgent need to cut carbon dioxide emissions and combat climate change. The day emphasizes the role of individuals, industries, and governments in adopting cleaner energy, improving energy efficiency, promoting sustainable transport, and supporting eco-friendly practices. It serves as a reminder that reducing CO2 emissions is essential for protecting the environment, improving public health, and ensuring a sustainable future for coming generations. Today is National Daisy Day. National Daisy Day, observed on 28th January, celebrates the daisy flower, a symbol of innocence, purity, cheerfulness, and new beginnings. The day encourages people to appreciate the simple beauty of daisies in nature, gardens, and floral arrangements, and to reflect on the joy and positivity they represent. National Daisy Day also highlights the role of flowers in uplifting moods, expressing emotions, and adding natural charm to everyday life. It is Rattlesnake Roundup Day. Rattlesnake Roundup Day is observed on 28th January to raise awareness about rattlesnakes, their ecological importance, and the need for responsible wildlife management. The day draws attention to traditional rattlesnake roundups held in parts of the United States, while also encouraging conservation, education, and safe coexistence with these reptiles. Rattlesnake Roundup Day reminds people that rattlesnakes play a vital role in controlling rodent populations and maintaining ecological balance. Today is Global Community Engagement Day. Global Community Engagement Day is observed on 28th January to highlight the importance of active participation, collaborations, and volunteerism in building strong and inclusive communities. The day encourages individuals, organizations, and institutions to engage with local and global communities through service, dialogue, and shared initiatives that promote social responsibility and sustainable development. Global Community Engagement Day underscores the power of collective actions in creating positive social change and fostering a sense of belonging worldwide. Today is National Gift of the Ladybug Day. National Gift of the Ladybug Day, observed on 28th January, celebrates the ladybug as a symbol of good luck, protection, and natural balance. The day highlights the important role ladybugs play in agriculture and gardening by naturally controlling harmful pests, reducing the need for chemical pesticides. It also encourages appreciation for small creatures in nature and reminds us how even the tiniest gifts can have a positive impact on the environment and human well-being. Today is World Geoprize Cat Day. World Geoprize Cat Day is observed on 28th January to raise awareness about Geoprize cat, a small wild feline native to South America. The day focuses on the importance of conserving this species and its natural habitats, which are increasingly threatened by deforestation, agriculture, and human expansion. World Geoprize Cat Day encourages wildlife protection efforts, education, and appreciation of biodiversity, reminding us of the need to coexist responsibly with lesser known but ecologically important animals. Today is National Pediatrician Day. National Pediatrician Day, observed on 28th January, honors pediatricians for their dedicated role in safeguarding the health, growth, and well-being of infants, children, and adolescents. The day recognizes their commitment to preventive care, early diagnosis, immunizations, and guidance that supports healthy development. National Pediatrician Day is an opportunity to express gratitude to pediatricians for their compassion, expertise, and vital contributions to building a healthier future for children and families. Today is Thank a Plugin Developer Day. Thank a Plugin Developer Day, observed on 28th January, is dedicated to appreciating the developers who create and maintain plugins that enhance software, websites, and digital platforms. The day highlights their behind the scenes work in improving functionality, security, customization, and user experience across applications and content management systems. It encourages users and organizations to acknowledge plugin developers for their innovation, problem solving skills, and ongoing support that help power the modern digital ecosystem. Today is Pop Art Day. Pop Art Day, celebrated on 28th January, honors the vibrant and influential pop art movement that emerged the mid 20th century and transformed the art world. The day celebrates artists who drew inspirations from popular culture, advertising, comics, and everyday objects to challenge traditional ideas of art. Pop Art Day encourages people to explore bold colors, creativity, and the connection between art and modern life, highlighting how pop art continues to shape visual culture today. Today is National Library Selfie Day. National Library Selfie Day is observed on the fourth Wednesday of January each year and celebrates libraries, librarians, and the love of reading in a fun, modern way. The day encourages people to take a selfie, a photo of themselves with library shelves or favorite books, and share it to promote library awareness and engagement. National Library Selfie Day highlights the libraries as vibrant community spaces that support learning, creativity, and access to knowledge in both the physical and digital world. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Lala Lajpat Rai, 28th January 1865 to 17th November 1928. Lala Lajpat Rai, famously known as the Punjab Kesari or Lion of Punjab, was a prominent Indian freedom fighter, social reformer, and nationalist leader who dedicated his life to India's independence. As part of the Lal Bal Pal trio, he inspired millions through his courage and patriotism. He founded the Punjab National Bank, Lakshmi Insurance Company, Dayanand Anglo-Vedic School, and the Servants of the People Society. Also established the Human Home Rule League of America in 1917. He presided over the Indian National Congress in 1920 and promoted education and reform through the Arya Samaj. A prolific writer, he authored Young India, Unhappy India, and England's Debt to India. He bravely led the Simon Commission protest in 1928 and succumbed to police injuries, becoming a martyr for freedom. His name and legacy live on through colleges, hospitals, and institutions across India that honor his sacrifice and lifelong devotion to the nation, inspiring generations to uphold the values of courage, unity, and selfless service. Today is death anniversary of Mr. William Butler Yeats, 13th June 1865 to 28th June 1939. William Butler Yeats was a towering figure in 20th century literature, renowned for his poetry, drama, and literary criticism, and a key architect of the Irish literary revival. He co-founded the Abbey Theatre alongside John Millington Synge and Lady Gregory, and served as its chief during his formative years, promoting Irish drama and nurturing younger poets like Ezra Pound. Yeats' literary excellence was internationally recognized when he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1923. In addition to his artistic achievements, he also served two terms as a senator of the Irish Free State, contributing to cultural and political life in Ireland. His major literary works include influential plays such as The Land of First Desire, Kathleen Ni Houlihan, and Deirdre, as well as poetry collections like The Wild Swansat Puli Pule, The Tower, and Last Poems and Plays. Yeats' poetry evolved away from early modernist and lyrical influence to more physical, realistic, and politically engaged works, reflecting his deep engagement with Irish legends, the occult, and the cyclical nature of life. His leadership in the Abbey Theatre helped establish a strong foundations for modern Irish drama. Through both his creative output and public service, he has left an enduring legacy in literature and Irish cultural social history. Today is birth anniversary of Field Marshal Kodandera Madappa Kariappa, 28th January 1899 to 15th May 1993. Field Marshal Kodandera Madappa Kariappa had a distinguished military and diplomatic career, earning numerous accolades and achievements throughout his life. He was the first Indian to command the battalion, attend the Staff College at Quetta, and train at the Imperial Defence College in Camberley, later becoming the first Indian Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army in 1949, a position in which he established Army Day and strengthened institutions like the Territorial Army and National Cadet Corps. Karepia was awarded the Order of the British Empire OBE in 1945 for his services during World War II, and he was the first Indian officer to attain the rank of brigadier and later Major General. Post-retirement, he served as the Indian High Commissioner to Australia and New Zealand and founded the Indian Ex-Servicemen's League and the Directorate of Resettlement to aid retired soldiers. The United States awarded him the Legion of Merit Chief Commander for his contributions to armed forces corporation. In recognition of his lifelong service, the Government of India conferred upon him the five-star rank of Field Marshal in 1986, making him one of the only two Indian Army officers to hold this highest rank. Cariappa's leadership during the Indo-Pakistan War of 1947 and his strategic foresight in military reforms cemented his legacy as a pioneering and respected soldier. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Hasmukh Dhirajlal Sankalia, 10 December 1908, 28 January 1989. Hasmukh Dhirajlal Sankalia was a pioneering Indian archaeologist and prehistorian, widely regarded as the father of modern Indian prehistoric studies for his extensive fieldwork and research on Stone Age cultures across India. He played a crucial role in excavations at sites such as Pabumat, Langnaj, and Bhimbetka, providing critical insights into India's prehistoric past and human evolution. Sankalia was the first professor of archaeology at the University of Pune, where he trained generations of archaeologists who later became leading figures in Indian archaeology. He received the Padma Bhushan in 1973 in recognition of his outstanding contributions to archaeology and historical research. Additionally, he was awarded honors from scholarly institutions, including fellowships from the Royal Anthropological Institute and the Indian Archaeological Society, and served on advisory committee for archaeological preservation in India. Sankalia authored seminal works such as Prehistory and Protohistory of India and numerous research papers that shaped the study of Indian prehistory. His meticulous approach combined field excavations with anthropological and geological analysis, setting new standards for archaeological methodology. His contributions earned him international recognition as a leading figure in Indian and global archaeology. Sankalia's legacy endures through his publications, disciplines, and the continuous relevance of his pioneering research. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Robert William Halley, 28th January 1922 to 11th February 1993. Robert William Halley was an eminent American biochemist celebrated for his groundbreaking work on transfer RNA, tRNA, which linked DNA to protein synthesis. He shared the 1968 Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine with Hargaville Khurana and Marshall Warren Nirenberg for determining the structure of alanine tRNA, a discovery that was the first nucleotide sequence of a ribonucleic acid ever determined and crucial for understanding protein synthesis. Polish research team, including Elizabeth Beachkeller, developed the clover leaf model of tRNA, pioneering methods that later allowed scientists to sequence other tRNAs and viral RNAs. He was appointed assistant professor of organic chemistry at Cornell University in 1948 and became professor of biochemistry in 1962, reflecting his academic excellence. During World War II, he contributed to the first chemical synthesis of penicillin under Vincent Vignard at Cornell University Medical College. Holle became a resident fellow at the Salk Institute for Biological Studies in 1968, furthering his research in molecular biology. His work laid a foundations for modern genetics and biotechnology, earning him international recognition as a leading scientist in RNA research. Holly's achievements bridged chemistry, molecular biology, and medicine, making him a pivotal figure in 20th century biochemistry. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Vidyanivas Misra, 28 January 1926 to 14 February 2005. Vidyanivas Misra was a distinguished Indian scholar, Hindi Sanskrit literature, and journalist, widely recognized for his monumental contributions to literature and education. He was honored with the Padma Shri and later the Padma Bhushan by the Government of India for his invaluable services in the field of literature. Misra authored, edited, and translated over 100 books in Hindi and English and served as editor-in-chief of the leading Hindi daily Navabharat Times. He held prestigious academic positions, including Vice Chancellor of Kashi Vidyapith and Samprananda Sanskrit University and directed the Kulapati Munshi Hindi Vidyapith, Agra. He was a visiting professor at the University of California and the University of Washington and twice served as president of the Hindi Sahitya Sammelan as well as chairman of the Sahitya Parishad. Misra was a senior member of the Sahitya Academy, recipient of the Murti Devi Prize instituted by Bharatiya Jnanpith, and actively contributed to the compilation of the Encyclopedia of Hinduism. He also played a key role as chief patron of the Hindi monthly Sahitya Amrit, one of India's leading literary journals. Additionally, he served as a nominated member of the Rajya Sabha, leaving a lasting legacy in literature, journalism, and academic scholarship. Today is birth anniversary of Pandit Jasraj, 28th January 1930 to 17th August 2020. Pandit Jasraj, the legendary Indian classical vocalist of the Mewati Gharana, received widespread recognition and numerous awards for his unparalleled contributions to Hindustani classical music over a career spanning 75 years. He was honored with the Padma Shri in 1975, the Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 1987, the Padma Bhushan in 1990, and the Padma Vibhushan in 2000, reflecting his national eminence. His excellence in music was further recognized with the Swati Sangita Puraskaram 2008, Sangeet Natak Academy Fellowship 2010, Pula Deshpande Lifetime Achievement Award 2012, and the Bharat Ratna Bhimsen Joshi Classical Music Life Achievement Award 2013. He also received the Sumitra Charan Ram Award 2014, Marwar Sangeet Ratna Award 2014, Gangubai Hangal Lifetime Achievement Award 2016, Sangeet Kalaratna, Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Award, and the Maharashtra Gaurav Puraskar. In addition, the asteroid 300128 Pandit Jasraj was named in his honor, cementing his legacy beyond the musical world. Pandit Jasraj's innovations, including the Jasrangi, Jugalbandi, and popularizations of Haveli Sangeet, along with his dedicated teaching in India and abroad, made him an iconic figure in classical music globally. His festivals, performances, and mentoring of numerous disciples, ensuring that his musical influence continues to inspire generations. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Paul Crutzen, 3rd December 1933, 28th January 2021. Paul Joseph Crutzen was a groundbreaking atmospheric chemist whose discoveries transformed global environment science and most notably through his work on nitrogen oxides and their role in ozone layer depletion, which earned him the 1995 Nobel Prize in Chemistry alongside Mario Molina and F. Serud Roland. He received numerous prestigious honors, including the Taylor Prize for Environmental Achievement, the Blue Planet Prize, the Volvo Environment Prize, and the Max Planck Research Award for his unmatched contributions to atmospheric chemistry. Crutzen also served as Director of Atmospheric Chemistry at the Max Planck Institute for Chemistry, was elected to elite bodies such as the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences and the Royal Society, and held influential academic positions worldwide. He was widely celebrated for introducing the concept of the Anthropocene, a proposed geological epoch shaped by human activity, which redefined modern environmental thinking. His pioneering research on tropospheric ozone, biomass burning, and nuclear winter further cemented his scientific legacy. Through his awards, publications, and global leadership, Crutzen became one of the most influential environmental scientists of the 20th and 21st centuries. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Joseph Brodowski, 24th May 1940 to 20th January 1996. Iosif Alexandrovich Brodowski, anglicized as Joseph, was a distinguished Russian-American poet and essayist who received international acclaim for his literary contributions. He was awarded the 1987 Nobel Prize in Literature for an all-embracing authorship, imbued with clarity of thought and poetic intensity. Recognizing his exceptional impact on modern poetry, Brodowski was appointed United States Poet Laureate in 1991, further cementing his status as a leading literary figure. After being exiled from the Soviet Union in 1972, he taught the prestigious institutions including Mount Holyoke College, Yale, Columbia, Cambridge, and the University of Michigan, influencing generations of students and scholars. Brodowski's work has been recognized as canonized in modern Russian literature, with numerous conferences and memoirs dedicated to his legacy. He is regarded as one of the most influential Christian poets of the 20th century, alongside T.S. Eliot, Osip Mandelstam, Anna Akhmatova, and W. H. Auden, who supported his immigration to the United States. His poetry has been praised for its intellectual depth, moral clarity, and spiritual insight, earning him both critical and scholarly admiration worldwide. Modesky's literary canonization marks him as a unique phenomenon among contemporary Russian writers. He was celebrated not only for his creative genius but also for his role in bridging Russian and Western literary traditions. Today is death anniversary of Miss Bharati Mukherjee, 27th July 1940 to 28th January 2017. Bharati Mukherjee was a celebrated American and Canadian writer and professor emerita at, at the University of California, Berkeley, recognized for her profound contributions to literature focusing on the experiences of Indian immigrants in America. She earned her BA from the University of Calcutta in 1959, an MA from Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda in 1961, and later an MFA 1963 and PhD 1969 from the University of Iowa, establishing strong academic foundations for her literary career. Mukherjee worked as a professor at renowned institutions including McGill University, Skidmore College, Queens College, and City University of New York before joining the UC Berkeley. She co-authored influential works such as Days and Nights in Calcutta 1977 and The Sorrow and the Terror 1987, addressing significant cultural and historical events. Her literary excellence was recognized with the National Book Critics Circle Award in 1988 for her short story collection. The Middleman and Other Stories. That same year, she became a naturalized American citizen, affirming her identity as an American writer. Mukherjee's writing and teaching left a lasting impact on North American literature, bridging Indian and Western narratives. She influenced generations of students and readers with her novels, short stories, and, and non-fiction works. Her career exemplified a rare combination of scholarly achievement, creative brilliance, and cultural advocacy. Today is the death anniversary of Miss Krista Corrigan McCullough, 2nd September 1948 to 28th January 1986. Krista Corrigan McAuliffe was an American teacher who became a symbol of hope and inspiration as the first private citizen selected for NASA's Teacher in Space project. Born in Boston, Massachusetts, she worked as a social studies teacher in Concord, New Hampshire, where her dedication to education and students made her widely admired. In 1985, she was chosen from more than 11,000 applicants to join the crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger and planned to teach lessons from space to millions of students worldwide. McAuliffe's participation reflected NASA's effort to bring space explorations closer to everyday people, highlighting the importance of education and curiosity. Tragically, she lost her life at the age 37 when Challenger broke apart shortly after liftoff on January 28, 1986, killing all seven crew members. Her legacy endures through numerous schools, scholarships, and learning centers named in her honor. McAuliffe is remembered not only as a pioneer in space history but also as a passionate educator who inspired generations to dream big. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, subscribe, and share.